How's it going, my G's? It's Artifact, and today is another day in your life. We're going to another tutorial on a ginger tea. I've got to give a little shout out to XSM, who's one of our beautiful community members, and he has suggested, am I aware of 32-foot organ pipe ranks? I did have a little look at some of those videos, but I didn't find anything particularly good to sample, but I have chosen to resample an organ today to make a disgusting bass. So let's have a quick listen to this loop, but before we do, make sure you smash and hit the subscribe button and Patreon presets tuition stuff. Listen. So the bass we're talking about is of course this one. And the reason it's so disgusting is because there's a power chord organ running through it. And if I take that power chord organ out, it's not as disgusting, is it? It's beautiful what a bit of frequency modulation can do, isn't it? So let's quickly discuss the patch. And you can also go ahead and grab it for free down below because I'm feeling rather generous today. So we can see that we go... we have two sine waves that are kind of the final outputs. So there's actually like a low one, like doing the sub, and then there's like a octave up, like a kind of harmonic, and everything else is turned off so that the sample is just acting as a carrier. And this oscillator here is also just a carrier. So if we just kind of look at these ones first. So the brown noise setting, randomization is obviously off, and it's just on mono. So this nice low octave, and I've put on a frequency modulation from sample to get the organ to go into it. And that's creating the basis of this sound. It's really nice texture. And then the texture then gets modulated into a sine wave here. So we open up a sine wave and we turn the level of this back down again, right? So we just got a sine wave, and then we're going to bring in everything what we've done before by clicking FM from oscillator 1. And now if we could play with it to see how it changes as well, but I've got it at 24.25%, and these specific dialing in percentages are, very important. So, but let's have a play around with it. Because if you go too high, it gets too textural, and too low is just a bit uninteresting and a bit too flat, So right in the middle, 25%. I get a bit of that low end power, and I get a bit of the texture combined nicely. So yeah, let's go and add in a third oscillator here. And this one is just coming in from, we're sending everything again to another sine wave. But I've chosen to leave up the volume of the oscillator 3, so we've kind of got two sine waves playing at the same time, just because it happened to work better for this patch, not because there's any right or wrong way of doing it. And then especially this bit of low pass just tames the high end a bit, but this is obviously going through a bit of distortion. And that like brings that low part up and like kind of matches it with the texture. So imagine they're like two sort of different sounds, and then the saturation like brings them up together, so they're more of a unit. Unit! G-unit. It's just a tiny bit of movement on a filter here, and then a tiny bit of chorus. And Bob is your mother-loving uncle. This second part here, all I've done is I've bounced out the bass and put on an LFO tool to give it a bit of a wobbly, cheekily wobble. And I've used little bits of the organ sample original to kind of fill out the background. Yeah, this is a free one for you guys. Thank you to those of you who already grabbed my newest Vital 2022 preset pack, which is an absolutely banging pack and is not that expensive. And also the drums in this project are made in that pack as well, so you'll also have access to them, won't you? And yeah, definitely feel free to check out those links. Check out the links down below to Patreon as well, which is where I have my community of loyal supporters, and I often get inspiration from there, and we help each other out. Technical questions, just chewing the fat on a regular. So hope you enjoyed that video today, and yeah, have a lovely weekend. Peace.